We are excited to be welcoming students back onto campus full-time. When we went into lockdown back in March, we moved to distance learning, largely through the use of Moodle and Microsoft Teams. We're going to be returning to in-college learning now, but things will be a little different to previously. And this short slideshow demonstrates what you can expect. Lessons for Year 12 students start on Monday the 7th of September at 9 a.m. and for Year 13 students at 9:30 on Tuesday the 8th of September. Your specific timetable will be issued on Tiber on Sunday the 6th of September at 6 p.m. If you do not have a lesson first thing on Monday the 7th of September or on Tuesday the 8th of September, then you should arrive for your first lesson on your timetable. We will be following our own COVID-19 risk assessment, which exceeds government guidelines to keep staff and students as safe as possible. We have put control measures in place to mitigate the risk of contagion, and it is vitally important that everyone abides by the new rules and is considerate of those around them. Please be kind in all that you do, and remember that while some people feel confident about returning to lessons, others will feel more nervous. Please be mindful of your own health. Only attend college if you feel well. If you cough or sneeze, remember to use a disposable tissue or the crook of your elbow to catch it, and then make sure you throw the tissue away. And then wash or sanitize your hands immediately. If you have had any COVID-19 symptoms such as high fever, a new and continuous cough, or a loss of taste or smell, you must book a test and self-isolate for 14 days, or until your test results come back negative and you feel better. This is also true if you've had close contact with anyone who has tested positive, or if you are contacted by the test and trace team and asked to isolate. In this instance, report your absence via Tiber, and in the event that you get a positive COVID-19 test, even if you've had no symptoms, please alert the college by phone. We are operating staggered start and finish times this term to keep Year 12 and 13 largely separate. This will ease the pressure on public transport systems and means each year group will have a slightly different timetable. Remember to wear your lanyard and ID card at all times on site. Year 13 students will be using the same card as last year. When you arrive on campus, please go directly to the building where your class will be, and then use the nearest hand sanitizer. If you're entering the Hampton building, you should enter via the refectory using their entrance opposite the sports hall. We also ask that you use one of the hand sanitizers at the entrance to the refectory, as good hand hygiene is an important control measure against COVID-19. We recommend that you go directly to the classroom for your lesson, avoiding communal areas. Indeed, we ask students to stay on campus for the minimum time possible. So unless you do not have the ability to study at home, please just attend for your lessons and go home as soon as you're finished for the day. This will enable us to keep you within bubbles of those that you've just had lessons with. The Learning Resource Centre will be open for independent study if you do have time between lessons or lack the ability to study at home, although capacity within the LRC will be reduced for social distancing reasons. We are encouraging students to wear face coverings when moving around college and in communal areas. However, in classrooms, laboratories and IT teaching rooms, they should not be worn, as they can have a negative impact on learning and teaching. Students with serious underlying health conditions who wish to wear a mask in class may request to do so by notifying their academic coach. Wearing a face mask correctly and taking it off safely are important, and you're required to watch a video on this before coming to college. As you enter the room, you'll be asked to hand sanitize and to take a wipe, so that you can wipe down your desk or workstation before disposing of it in the special bins provided. When in your lessons, you will find seating has been rearranged to prevent time spent face to face. Stay side by side or back to back as much as possible. Avoid shaking hands or touching other students. And please keep a distance of 2 meters from your teachers at all times. When the teachers move amongst you, they may wish to wear visors. You'll notice hand sanitizing stations all over the college. Please make use of these whenever you enter or leave any building. Please also ensure regular and careful hand washing, particularly before you eat. The refectory will be open and all purchases must be contactless. Lunchtimes are different for different year groups to keep the numbers down and to maintain the separation between year groups. Once you have finished any meal, can you place the rubbish in the bins provided and vacate the refectory so that it's ready for the next group of students. Please also be reassured that we have increased our cleaning regime. Particular attention is given to frequent touch areas such as door handles and stair banisters. We also have suitable wipes available for people to wipe down computer keyboards, mice and work areas before and after use. So we're always leaving the area clean and sanitised for the next person. Although life is not quite back to normal yet, our aim is to ensure their studies can go ahead as normally as possible. We want you to feel confident in your learning, and we can only do that if everyone follows the rules and works together to keep our community safe. If you have any concerns or worries, please speak to your academic coach in the first instance. The measures we have put in place will be constantly reviewed throughout the year and in the light of any new or local or national guidance. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to seeing you and keeping you safe.